This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Lando Norris wins strategy-fueled Monaco GP. Red Bull's Verstappen gamble falls flat. Eala exits early in French Open main draw debut. Rondina, Pons sweep to glory in PNVF Beach Volleyball National Open. Region 8's Chrisia Tajarros strikes gold in 2025 Palarong Pambansa. Kicks off campaign with dominant 3,000-meter win. Toyota President Hashimoto survives crash at Villar City race. Royals avoid sweep edge twins in 10-inning nail-biter 2-1. In the WNBA, Storm blow past Aces 102-82, spoil Jewel Lloyd's homecoming. While in the NBA, Towns powered the Knicks' incredible 20-point comeback to beat Pacers. Series now tied, or now 2-1. And finally, our much-awaited interview with NCAA Men's Basketball Finals MVP and champion, Clint Escamis. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 26th of May. Now, here's our roundup. Lando Norris nailed the win in a tactical Monaco Grand Prix, capitalizing on Red Bull's failed strategy play with Max Verstappen. Plan of their own. George Russell got impatient behind Alex Albon, cut the Novel chicane to pass, took a penalty, and finished outside the points. Pierre Gasly retired after tagging Yuki Tsunoda, while Fernando Alonso's strong run and it was a strategy masterclass from McLaren and a race to forget for Red Bull. Filipina tennis ace Alex Eala saw her Grand Slam main draw debut come to a close in the first round of Roland Garros, falling to Colombia's Emiliana Arango in 3 sets, 0-6, 6-2, 3-6. Eala, currently world number 69, struggled in the opening set but bounced back to level the match in the second. She took an early 3-1 lead before a rain delay halted the action. After resuming, Eala swept the next 3 games to force a decider. In the final set, both players traded breaks early, but Arango's defense held strong in crucial points. Eala also misfired on several forehand returns during key rallies that could have shifted momentum. Down 0-2 in the final set, Eala rallied to close the gap to 3-4, but Arango kept her cool and sealed the match with composed shot-making. The stats were close, with Eala winning more service points at 38, but unforced errors proved costly, 44 compared to Arango's 25. Arango advances to face Zheng Qinwen of China, who defeated Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova 6-4, 6-3. Sisi, Rondina, and Bernadeth Pons made a stunning return to the sand, sweeping all 5 matches to claim the PNVF Beach Volleyball National Open title. After a 2-year break, the former SEA Games bronze medalists edged Sonny Villapando and Dij Rodriguez in a thriller 17-21, 21-16, 16-14 to capture the crown at New Valley Sand Courts in Santa Rosa, Laguna. They dominated early, taking straight-set wins over NU's Mangyao de Jan, UP's Eslapor Doring, then outlasted fellow Alas teammates in the playoffs. The duo swept through pool and playoff rounds, including wins over CSB's Garcia Sulaiman and Alas's Abdilia Tolentino. It was truly a powerful weekend of elite play, passion, and promising talent. Chrisia Tajarros of Eastern Visayas delivered a golden start to her 2025 Palarong Pambansa journey, claiming the first gold of the meet after a commanding win in the secondary girls 3,000-meter final on Monday at the Ferdinand E. Marcos Memorial Stadium in Lawag, Ilocos Norte. The 13-year-old from Tanawan National High School in Leyte set the pace early and never looked back, turning last year's silver finish into a redemption run straight to the top of the podium. Mary May Magbanwa of Caraga claimed silver, while hometown bet Natalie Miguel of Ilocos Region bagged the bronze. Her coach, Damaso Oledan Jr., a former boxer and long-distance runner, shared the pride of seeing his young athlete's hard work pay off. Tajarros' victory not only kicks off Region 8's campaign on a high note, it also sets the tone for a pumped-up week of competition at the Palarong. Meanwhile, Toyota Motor Philippines President Masando Hashimoto walked away unscathed after a dramatic crash during the second leg of the 2025 Toyota Gazoo Racing Philippine Cup in Villar City. Hashimoto lost control of his Vios on lap 10 of the novice class race, hitting a wall and flipping his car. He was rushed to the hospital but was later cleared with no injuries. Now, despite the scare, Hashimoto returned to the track that evening, joining fellow racers at the podium ceremony. On social media, he wrote, "I lost my beloved Vios number 4, but she saved my life. Toyota cars are safe and protect their drivers." Hashimoto is expected to be back on the grid for the next round on August 7 to 9. After 2 walk-off losses, the Royals said not again and edged Twins 2-1. Michael Garcia delivered a clutch 2-out single in the 10th, sending Nick Lofton sprinting home for the go-ahead run. Chris Bubic dominated, going 7 strong innings with 9 strikeouts, allowing just 1 run on 2 hits. Bubic used his changeup to keep the Twins off balance, throwing it 40% of the time with 6 whiffs on 17 swings. Carlos Estevez recorded 4 huge outs to bridge to extras before Taylor Clark slammed the door for her first save. The Royals out-hit the Twins 9-3 but struggled with Risp, going just 2 for 12. Minnesota's only run came in the first inning after a lead-off double and RBI single. The Twins didn't get another hit off Bubic after the first inning, and the win snapped a 2-game slide and denied Minnesota a rare 3-game walk-off sweep. After a 3-3 road trip, KC heads home with a much-needed boost. Ineka Ogumike poured in 23 points and grabbed 8 rebounds to hit the 3,000 career mark, leading the Seattle Storm to a commanding 102-82 win over the visiting Las Vegas Aces. Erica Wheeler added 21 points, while Gabby Williams and Easy McBeggar each chipped in 12. Skylar Diggins-Smith tallied 10 points and dished out 8 assists as Seattle racked up 32 assists on 42 made field goals, the 3rd most in franchise history. Jewel Lloyd scored 14 in her return to Seattle, where she spent 9 seasons and helped bring home 2 WNBA titles. Now with the Aces after an off-season trade, Lloyd received a warm welcome but couldn't lift Vegas past a red-hot Storm start. Aja Wilson led the Aces with 15 points. Jackie Young followed with 14, but Las Vegas couldn't match Seattle's pace or precision. The Storm shot over 55% from the field and controlled the game wire to wire. Seattle improves with a statement win, while the Aces look to regroup as their road trip continues. Moving on to the NBA, after dropping Game 1 and 2, the Knicks proved they're no strangers to dramatic comebacks, showing why they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. Down by 20 in Game 3, New York erupted in the second half to claim a 106-100 victory, avoiding a 3-0 series hold. Karl Anthony Towns carried the load, starting slow with just 4 points, then pouring in 20 in the fourth quarter to shock the crowd at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That marks the most fourth-quarter points by a Knicks player in the play-by-play era since 1997. With Jalen Brunson sidelined by foul trouble, it was Towns' explosive run that turned the tide. This was New York's 3rd 20-point comeback this postseason, extending the league record to 6 overall. The first 2 came in Games 1 and 2 against the Celtics last round. The Pacers can find some hope in their postseason stats. Undefeated in Games 1 and 2, winless in Game 3, and perfect in Games 4 and 5. And now here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Ever heard of a burble in skydiving and wonder why it's a pilot's worst nightmare? A burble is a turbulent pocket of air that forms directly behind a skydiver as they plunge through the air. Think of it as the air wake left behind. Like a speedboat, churning up water in skydiving, flying into this wake can throw off your balance and control. In team formations or close flying situations, entering someone's burble can cause you to lose control or spin unexpectedly. Definitely not what you want when you're free-falling at 120 miles per hour. So the golden rule, respect the airspace and never fly into the burble. Now it's time for our off-court buzzer. An emotional Rafael Nadal took center court one last time at Roland Garros as fans and legends gathered to honor his storied career. The 22-time Grand Slam winner was given a hero send-off complete with video tribute, stadium choreography, and a moving ceremony that left him in tears. Nadal retired last year after playing his final match in Malaga, but it was always Paris that felt like home. With a record 112 wins and just 4 losses on the clay of Roland Garros, Nadal's legend was cast in red dust. His wife, Mary, and their young son joined the moment of celebration and closure. Rafa may have played his final point, but his legacy at Roland Garros will echo throughout tennis history. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 26th of May. Up next, we've got our much-awaited interview with NCAA Men's Basketball Finals MVP and champion, Clint Escamis, when we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. He is the Finals MVP and champion of the NCAA Season 100 Men's Basketball Tournament. And boy, the doors of opportunity opened wide for his career, but he shut down talks of any move by returning to Mapua for one last dance. You can say that he is truly loyal to the core. Let's welcome, finally, to the BNC studio, Mr. Clint Escamis. Brother,
Thank you.
maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have been waiting for this for a long time. Since you won the championship, actually, di ba, pinuntahan kita sa press room. Sabi ko, brother, you gotta come on the show. And finally, months later, you are here. We made it happen.
Yes.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you din.
Marami ang nangyari, Clint, sa buhay mo these
Yes.
past couple of months since becoming an NCAA champion, since completing your redemption tour, since bringing a title to Mapua after 33 years. Pero kamusta ka naman? You've been very busy. Ang dami niyong liga ngayon. Kamusta naman?
Yeah, syempre, babalik kami sa from Cloud9, syempre, championship eh. So, gotta go back to work ulit, start from day one, regroup from, lalo na mga bagong recruits, bagong players, bagong season na naman. So, kailangan, humble yourself, go back to the process again, and back to training, back to practice, and hopefully win another one.
You know, man, your story is one of the most remarkable stories.
Thank you.
In the 16 years that I've been covering sports dito sa
Yes.
Pilipinas. You won 2 championships in the juniors division in the NCAA for Mapua. You went to UE in the UAP for 1 year, and then you went back to Mapua. You fell short in your first season, but you were rookie MVP, Redemption Tour Season 100, the most historic season in NCAA history, naibalik niyo yung championship.
Yeah,
so, like, what does it mean to you, man, to get the job done and to be forever etched in Mapua history?
Ito yung mga moments you live for kasi me, I wasn't always at the top, going back to UE, 0-14, 0 wins in the UAAP, and that taught me a lot. The process, how to process things, especially losing and what to do about it. And yun yung next step, coming back to Mapua, 1 game short of ending the drought. Still, it didn't happen, but still I persevered, work hard, and then year after, job's finished.
Yep, job's finished. I love it. Okay, so eto, February 19. February 19,
yes.
man, you set the social media world on fire. You made a post on Instagram, okay? And the caption of the post was "One last dance."
One last dance.
And man, that caught me off guard because I did not expect na babalik ka sa Mapua. And I know sinagot mo na tong tanong na to in various interviews. But for the first time on TV, I want to ask you straight up, why did you decide to come back?
Simple. I love Mapua, I love the school. And I love basketball, I love the NCAA. And there's one thing you can never go back is college. Like, the pro scene, the pro leagues are there. Actually, syempre, doon naman lahat tayo pupunta eh. Lahat ng players is always dreaming of that. But you can never get those 5 years back. So, just enjoying the moment, just winning everything.
Yeah, and it's crazy that of all people, ikaw ang nag-decide na magstay sa Mapua
Yes.
with all of the transfers that is happening
Yes.
in the UAP and even in the NCAA, which leads me to my next question, brother. So after you made the post, exactly a week later, I saw another post. Balita that shocked the NCAA world.
Shocked me as well.
2 starters, pare.
Yes.
Lawrence Mangubat and Rookie of the Year, Christopher Hubilla, transferring to JRU. Dalawang starters, pare.
Yes.
You blood, sweat, and tears with these guys.
Yes.
You know, you shared championship moments with them, the wins, the losses, the highs and the lows. How did that affect you?
Siyempre sa akin, I was set out na... Ako yung kuya, last year ko eh. So,
Correct.
this was my way of like teaching them the ways. Kasi basically, they're gonna have the keys eh, after I leave. So this is my way of like teaching them how to be a leader. Kasi sila na yung next generation, like 4 more years in the NCAA.
Yep.
Or less kung mag-decide sila mag-pro. So sila na yun eh. So yun, nakakalungkot lang din. Pero wala, this life eh. Matatanda na sila. They can make decisions by themselves. But I'm really happy for them, the JRU. They have another opportunity na maangat yung school na who's rebuilding from God knows when, tagal na.
Yep.
So if they win a championship there, I'd be happy for them.
You a little bit happy that you don't have to face them in season 101?
I mean, balik to data eh. Balik to data, balik to
Wow.
data.
Love it,
Yes.
love it. Love it. The Kuya is confident.
Yes.
Okay, I know this is pretty early kasi ang season 101 is gonna start either in September or
Yes.
October. Kamusta naman yung preparations? I see you sometimes sa mga online leagues,
Yeah.
Pinoy Liga, Phil Oil. So how's the preparations and how are the new guys getting integrated in your system?
They're slowly getting into pace naman sa culture namin, sa system namin. But yung, syempre, yung one na win-work on namin, yung team chemistry because the talent is there. But as, ako, like, ang dami ko na napagdaanan, talaga, team chemistry talaga yung number 1 na kailangan ng team. Kahit you have so much talent there, pero walang connection, walang brotherhood, wala. Wala talaga.
Look, we're seeing some special pictures here.
Yes.
Man, this was the moment that made
my
you,
gosh.
that this officially goated you, pare.
Yes.
Clint Escamis, goated, but you decided to come back.
Yes.
Man, what are your fondest memories as you see these pictures right here?
Especially nung picture na yun, nasa ladder ako. Like, 2 years back, sinasabi ko kay Recto, wag ka, nung talo kami, 99, wag ka mag-bound down, just look at them, just look at who's that, Payusing cutting down the net. Remember this moment, remember this feeling, and you bring that every day in practice, and then the next thing, siya nag-cut sa kabilang net, ako naman sa kabilang net, and
Grabe.
full circle stories just give me goosebumps every time.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Coach Randy Alcantara, I mean, you guys go way back from the juniors to the seniors. Hey, I didn't know you did that.
Grabe, like, sobrang yung feeling na yun, di ko, even after after wala nang lights, I wouldn't leave the court kasi syempre, grabe, this feeling talaga, once in a lifetime.
Brother, let's go over here to the LED. Let's do something that I actually haven't done here
Okay.
On the show. And I'm gonna bring out a championship cap because I'm gonna call this feature right here, cap or no cap. So, simple lang naman to. Since Clint Escamis is fearless, he does not hide from anything. You know, he wants that smoke.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put you on the hot seat right here because I waited a
okay.
long time for this. I waited a long time for this interview, man. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, simple lang naman. I'm gonna read a statement and you're just gonna say cap or no cap. Okay, sa mga hindi Gen Z dyan, na hindi nakakagets, Clint, paki-explain naman. Pag sinabi mong cap, it means that you don't agree with it.
Yes, and na no cap, it means na totoo. Like,
Totoo.
it's a fact, like, it's a strong statement. Yun.
All right. So eto, first statement. Ano kaya ang pipiliin ko dito? I'll take it easy on you with the first one. Okay. LeBron James would have beaten Kobe Bryant in the NBA Finals had their teams met back in 2009. Ito yung LeBron James na lost to Orlando Magic. Dapat Cleveland versus LA yun. Kobe had Pau Gasol.
Yeah.
So, cap or no cap?
Cap. Cap. Definitely cap. Kobe, big Kobe fan. Like, he loves those moments. Like, kahit pagdating kay LeBron, oh no. It's gonna be in a different beast by then.
So Kobe over LeBron.
Kobe for sure.
Rest in power, Kobe Bryant.
In power, yes,
Look at that,
sir.
man. You got the cap up there. How did it get up there?
Grabe edit
Eto, next, pare. Nakapaglaro ka na sa MPBL for
Okay.
Abra. Cap or no cap? The MPBL is the most physical league in the Philippines. Now, I know you haven't played in the PBA yet, but just from the outside perspective, ano sa tingin mo? MPBL, most physical league in the Philippines. Kasama na dito ang NCAA and UAAP,
kasama
which you
na,
experienced.
I'm gonna have to say no cap on that one. Yeah.
No cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been in the league. I've been in the MPBL, and there's so many calls, so many fouls, so many unsportsmanlike fouls na they don't call. And hindi ko alam kung sobrang galing ng player or sobrang kapal nung tawagan ng ref. So I'm gonna leave it at that. It's no cap for me.
Okay.
One of the toughest leagues.
Nakatulong, syempre.
Oh,
for
nakatulong
you.
syempre. Like, for
Big
me,
deal
like,
yun. Buti nga, nakaabot ka pa eh. Kasi ngayon, bawal na, di ba?
Bawal na.
Bawal
like,
na. Okay. Alright, this next one. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up a notch here a little bit. Clint Escamis is salty that Jacob Cortez left the NCAA. Hindi ka na nakabawi kay Jacob.
Yeah. Actually, we're friends off the court.
I know.
We're good friends, but that's definitely a no cap. Yeah. Yeah, because syempre, who wouldn't want that? Because first season, rookie MVP, but didn't get the job finished. Sad na Jacob Cortez because at that time, he was my rival.
Yeah.
Yeah, San Beda na Mapua. So, syempre, nakakasad din yun. And kahit siya yung nasa position ko, like he would be salty too kasi that's just the competitive nature that we have.
Yeah.
So yun, I'm salty because he didn't give me another chance to you do well.
Ito gusto ko sa'yo, pare. Bro, you don't pull any punches, man.
Yes, for
you know,
sure.
you just tell it like it is. You just tell it. And I'm happy for you guys, ha. Parehas na kayong Deer Valley Titans.
For sure, like,
Grabe.
who would have thought, diba? Rivals
Grabe.
being...
Man,
Grabe.
congratulations to you guys, man.
Thank you so much.
I mean, marami kayong pinagdaanan. I also talked to Jacob, and he says you guys are really cool, like off the court, like
for sure.
on the court, you bump each other.
Yeah.
But diba, I mean, it's just.
Yun talaga.
So just congrats to both of you.
Thank you,
Grabe
thank
yung
you so
path
much.
niyong parehas, and now you're
Thank
both
you.
Deer Valley Titans. Grabe, shout out to
Titan.
Titan. Grabe, one of the most exclusive groups dito sa Pilipinas. Okay, eto. NCAA players are more successful in the PBA than UAAP players, cap or no cap?
If we're talking about percentages, no cap, syempre. NCAA represent, you know. Grabe, kasi syempre, like, if you look about the mga top star players from the PBA, percentage dun, syempre, NCAA. Yun ang papanood ka.
Yeah.
And especially, yun din yung sinasabi ng iba, like, UAP is UAP. But when it comes to the transitioning to the PBA, yung kumpiyansa kasi iba eh. Feel ko sa UAP, mas systematic.
Yep.
Compared to the NCAA, mas free-willed and more on like, yung discarding mo ma-hone, magde-develop, and then that translates in the PBA more. Like in the, sa pagiging star player.
Yeah.
Yun.
I agree. I mean, the list goes down.
Yes.
Scotty Thompson, Calvin Oftana, Robert Bolick,
Yes.
CJ Perez, all these guys, franchise players in the PBA. So talagang malaking bagay yung natututunan nyo sa NCAA. Clint, I heard that one of also, your dreams, because obviously you're living your dream right now, but one dream and one reason, and I feel is very deserving to you. Let's bring out the post. Kasi we started this interview February 19, you made the post.
Yeah.
You were actually in the picture, you were looking at the gym.
Yes.
Ayan.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, there's your head right there.
It's my head.
Bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yo.
That's one of the dreams.
What? Dude.
That's literally like 1% sa mga in college. Like, to have your jersey retired, diba? Konti lang nakagawa niya, and, you know, gusto ko maging one of those.
Yung Mapua. This is the idea right here. Clint Escamis coming back. No,
Hopefully.
In a time where players change from one school to another, Clint decided to give back to where it all began for him. Brother, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For your team. Proud of you, man,
Thank
and
you.
all the best in your career. I will see you in season 100.
Thank you.
Up next, there is a brewing showdown in the West. The MVP, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, looks to answer back. But Anthony Edwards and the Wolves smell blood at home. Who takes control? Who falls behind? We're about to find out. So you can keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. All right, tonight we're diving into the beatdown in the North. Thunder fans, if you're rooting for a real contender, kumikidlat, you have to learn to love the growing pains. Game 3, this wasn't just a loss. This was a full-on gut check. A 143-101 message from the Timberwolves that said, hey, we remember how to throw our fastball. Coach Chris Finch, sinabi niya, sometimes you just got to throw your fastball. And that's exactly what Minnesota did. No gimmicks, no zone experiments, just hard-nosed, switch-heavy defense, no overhelp, no overthinking, just pressure and pride. Mike Conley called it out, playing in gaps, being physical, being in passing lanes. And Anthony Edwards, he didn't just show up. He reminded everyone why he might be the baddest young star left in the playoffs. 39-6 in just 3 quarters, and did it while putting SGA in a straitjacket for long stretches. Now, wag nating kalimutan, si Julius Randle benched in Game 2, bouncing back in Game 3 with 24. Now, that fadeaway, was hitting again, and the swagger was back. Look, Oklahoma City, they've been a machine all year. 65 wins, a defensive identity, and a chip on the shoulder core. But this was the kind of loss that makes you question your identity. Largest playoff loss in NBA history for a 65-plus win team. SGA had 14, Chet Holmgren just 3 makes, and that elite defense looked like it stayed back in Oklahoma. Credit to the Wolves, but OKC was flat from tip to buzzer. Coach Mark Cignal said, this isn't predictive, maybe, but how the Thunder respond in Game 4 will tell us everything we need to know about their DNA. So yeah, Thunder, they still lead the series 2-1, but that air of invincibility, it's gone. The Wolves didn't just win, they cracked the mirror and reminded this young OKC squad, in the playoffs, you don't just show up, you punch first. So tomorrow, that's the fork in the road. Is OKC gonna take the hit, adjust, and throw one back? Or are the Wolves about to make this a series that no one saw coming? Well, we'll find out. So stay smart, stay loud, and as always, never trust a 20-point lead in the third quarter. That is the lesson. So stay ahead of the game as the battle for the playoffs heats up with high-stakes games. And here is your odds breakdown for tomorrow's matchup. That wraps up tonight's preview, so you can keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From the greatest basketball player winning 6 NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls, the GOAT, Michael Jordan, once said, obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport right here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This has been Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.